now realizing they have the advantage. They're taking control of the center dot now. There is a crate. Oh! That nade was massive! All of a sudden, it's a 2v1.
He has one mag, not even a quarter mag to work with, but one nade takes down two, and just like that, the game turns in their favor. Now let's see him on the side of the peak, over the top, brings it home for TYLOO. What a turn of events, 9 bullets in the chamber, but one nade was all that they needed.
That one nade!
The second... I'll be doing the exact same thing, everything else burning, as these edges are getting so much more difficult to fight on.
And Daytrade, though, for all intents and purposes, have done a wonderful job here. 7 kills cleaning up this east side. And I think, personally, fighting from the east is actually one of the most difficult parts of this road. And Daytrade have navigated it quite wonderfully now, as they do have to deal with Twisted as they come in. And shots coming out from Belmoth. He's going to find Spyro.
7 kills. They have Flash knocked, but should be able to get him rest on up. Daytrade again. I mean, when they're not... we kind of crowned them, the team that got their region on the global kind of awareness board. And here they are showing up as best as they possibly can. Expendables, a team we've been talking a lot about this tournament so far as well. Not quite so this time around. They fall in 8th.
So the onus here is still very much onto Twisted, as Americano is going to find a nice little headshot. Jammer pack is done, so this blue is really going to start to chunk, because we see Shen in the distance taking care of Sonics and the last member in Hwin.
Do you think Belmoth knows where Americano is?
Yes, I believe he does.
Yes! I would imagine as well. So for Patulans, do not peek on over. Just let him die as a blue. Run on forward, try to get the safety, and that's it. Belmoth able to clean sweep that one. 8 kills for Daytrade, and they ain't done yet.
Good night, sweet princes. D+K, again, has been impressed me, though. Their ability to be proactive and their adjustments that they've made today has been wonderful. So even though they go down here, not bad at all. As Flash is going to find a nice little headshot there with the mini onto Batulan, as Perfectus is trying to drive down with his teammate in tow, as they're going all the way down the hill. But Shen is ready for this, and he's going to be right there. He's 5-1, but the trade will at least keep them alive momentarily. And they should be able to get Shen up, as that's his second knock.
This would have been a situation for NAVI to push out, but they have DD team on their southern side, so it's simply too risky for them to try and push up north because of the terrain they would allow for DD team to acquire. Because the emo pick has snuck all the way up just outside of the compound. I would imagine that NAVI is aware that there is pressure coming in from this side of the circle, because DD team and Expendables were fighting just before. I think that's part of the reason why they're looking north, but they're not fully committing to making a move.
That being said, they do have Alia in that one story behind. That way, if anyone does approach, he should be able to hear that. So very nice again. Navi, their greatest weapon is always going to be patience, and they're utilizing that here.
Sure is. Xiaoyang solo player in a check. Nate comes through, damage those from the bullets as well. As Flash finds one, that's a blue, so Nate right in his face. He's definitely dead there. So Xiaoyang taking out as Daytrade again. I mean, once you make late game, once you don't fight in the early game, you just need that one little circle go in your favor. Just like that, 10 kills, all 4 still alive. Yet another APAC presence. We've seen Cerberus, we've seen Expendables, and here Daytrade are as well.
That region absolutely showing up here at PGS2 in a big way. It's not just one team, it's multiple teams, and they are really showing why this region is starting to shine, as the circle here is pushed out. Navi, for the most part, they do have one building left, but this is such a difficult place to fight.
DD team is wrapping up on the western side. They're going straight up behind TYLOO. This might just be the opening that Navi needed. Wrapping out early, not waiting for TYLOO to be forced into a fight, not waiting for Navi to try and make a play. They're just saying, oh, Navi wants us to distract TYLOO for a moment. Let's get at it. Good thing for TYLOO is that they can reset as fast as they can.
Yeah, but Mamu's still on the backside of this. I actually kind of wish DD team wouldn't have made that play so early. If they would have made that a little later, I feel like that would have been the play for them, but definitely a misplay coming out from them. Mamu will be the last one alive here, looking for Shen, but he's just going to have to make the run. Yeah, see, why not do this later?
It's again one of those where if you have a chance to stop and scout, if you have a chance to make this not into a one sprint play, but a 2 stops along the way style play, then maybe that would have been the thing to go for. They weren't in a hurry. 1 minute and 19 till this circle is closed in, but the stress got to them again. Limited land experience on the team. They got the jitters. They thought, now it's time to make a move, and Mamu could only sit back and go, well, yeah, not full. Okay, never mind, it's too late, because Shen killed you.
All right, bye, kids.
Exactly, and here he is, 1 rock to work with, up against Longs and Shen, and not a whole lot he can do.
No, and now TYLOO again split up on that road. You saw Shen now with quite a lot to play on the west, as it is going to be a nice little shelf for him to be on, and that wizard tower as well. But Navi, what are they going to do here? Obviously, yes, they're in circle. They have the opportunity. I feel like their best play would be to wrap towards the east when they get the opportunity, when the fight breaks out between TYLOO and Daytrade.
They will have to come in. Again, this is where Foreman and Navi would have been very good, because if they wrap east, they have the wizard to worry about.
Still a very nice angle here from Alia.
Yeah, like this play up on the roof, try and see if they can catch the opponents off guard. They will be able to get full vision on the road. Issue is they will have to make him play real soon on this. He's allowing, for example, to wrap up. He's trying to make sure that Daytrade doesn't cover this angle. They do, but from the other side of the road, which allows a foothold in, for example. But you can see, because Longs is downstairs, they've realized this just before, and they're holding the staircase still. It's actually allowing Navi a foothold into this circle.
Example cannot go down here, though.
Oh, no.
If he goes down, that will pretty much be the end of Navi. However, if he can get a knock here or two, that would actually be the opening that they would need.
You say Example can't go down. I say Alia can't go down. Because even if Example falls, Alia can still suppress from above. Sure. So if Alia falls, he's the one that's protected. And you can see he's essentially playing 1v4 PUBG right now. If he falls, they have to either wrap back down and try and rest him, which is going to be hard with time working against them, or try and make an aggressive play off it. But with mollies and nades now coming in off of them, they know exactly where their position is. Navi is making a play here. They want to take out Daytrade before having to worry about TYLOO. And the first nade comes through, taking down Flash.
And that first nade is going to be huge, but as you said, it is going to be TYLOO, though, that's going to see all this going on.
On fire?
Is there another nade there? It is. It might knock both. No! It takes down Norris, but Belmoth now putting up that deployable shield for whatever cover he can. Poochus has to be a hero right now for these teams.
They have the compound for so long, haven't had to use any utility. As I say that, though, they've also looted here, sat here, and been very limited in how much they could find. Nothing in the hands of Melman. Might have a blue zone nade, might have a flash, but that is going to be it. And look at this dry run up the hillside. They have the smokes blooming for now. You can see Alia is lopping them from the other side, but it's very, very limited what they have to work with up close when it comes to utility.
Now TYLOO trying to find the angles, trying to look for an opportunity.
Oh my God.
Nade, the bounce wasn't good. It was so close to being the nade it needed to be. But 7 kills on the side of TYLOO, and they will start to push out now as damage is coming back towards the side of Navi.
Melman peeks on over as Example falls back down. Is that got you, buddy? I'll defend. Shen from the other side peeks up, and Daytrade. It looked good for them, but TYLOO knew exactly when to punch. Longs is trying to wrap underneath. TYLOO is taking the fight to both these teams at the same time as Shen. With one nade takes out Daytrade.
And 7 kills on the side of Shen. Longs now with the opportunity to get a knock, but now the advantage is somewhat in the side of Navi as they throw a nade, barreling past Longs, and they realize this. I love this going for the trade.
Alia, damage done from Shen up above, so he's gonna have to stop for a moment. Example trying to get at least just some heals on foot. We saw Longs just before. I don't think he has any spare bullets left in his weapon. He has no vest either. He has 4 nades. Now is the time to use your utility, my friend. You won't get more chances than this.
Shen wants one. Not that many bullets. Oh, he's 9 bullets.
Oh, he can't get the flush on him either, or the takedown at least. Example now revving on forward, catches him with a nade in hand. That nade is going to be good, though, at least some damage done. But Alia able to heal that up fast enough, and maybe they're just going to have to concede this because they don't have anything to fight with.
Shen also only has, I think, 62 reserve rounds in his weapon. Longs just
if you're Longs here, you just have to bait the attention. You have to say, Shen, I know it's a tall order, but you got to pull off a hero playmate. I'm going to yell, I'm going to scream, I'm going to wave my arms in the air and have them look my way. But you better find 2 instantly or we won't win this game.
The problem is, though, Navi is now realizing they have the advantage. They're taking control of the center dot now. There is a crate now. That nade was massive! All of a sudden, it's a 2v1.
He has 1 mag, not even a quarter mag to work with, but 1 nade takes down 2, and just like that, the game turns in their favor. Now let's see him on the side of the peak, over the top, brings it home for TYLOO. What a turn of events. 9 bullets in the chamber, but 1 nade was all that they needed.
That one nade